to Linda's weekly guided insights, a weekly gift of guidance from my spirit guides on navigating you through the uncertain world that you are now living in. Published every Tuesday since 2014. In tonight's episode, the guides will be talking about hanging out with smart people. So, Ray, what do we have?
The question to you is, why are people attracted to smart people?
Okay, not everybody is. That's the first qualifier or non-qualifier. Not everybody is. But it really helps if you are, because that's the way that you learn. And specifically, that's the way that you learn from your guides. By the way, that's a photograph I took of my spirit guide angel at Christmas time in 1994 when they showed up in the room, and I happened to have a camera in hand. Film days. Okay. So that became the front cover of my book with them on the front of it. And they are smart people. Those behind me, they are smart people. They are all smart. Now in this world, that's where you came from. That's where you return to. Okay. But in the middle, while you're here in this world, you're dealing with all kinds of people. So who are you attracted to? Are you attracted? There's two different types. Are you attracted to the quantity, or are you attracted to the quality? The quantity doesn't have a long shelf life. The quality has a long shelf life. In fact, you take that with you. That quality you that you become more of from living this lifetime. Okay. So let's talk about the quantity. The quantity is status. It's a status thing. You'll be attracted to people who look good, who drive nice cars, big houses, who have status, who are important, have a lot of influence, status, physical appearance. That could be a big one. For a lot of people, that's so important. They can't get past it. So they stay stuck in the quantity. Of course, physical appearance, it has a life, but it doesn't have a long shelf life. All right. So that's another one where you're reaching for it, but it dissipates. Eventually it goes away. All right. And you don't take it with you when you leave. You don't take status with you when you leave. When you're released from this world, you don't take physical appearance with you when you leave. You don't take physical anything with you when you leave, right? Okay, then there's wealth and success. What you learn from your success is important, but wealth as it stands on its own is a pretty empty place. I mean, you can buy stuff, you can go on vacations, you can not have to worry about money, but that's all. That's all, folks. Wealth and success are also a quantity thing, and it's not something you take with you. You don't take your wealth with you, okay? And the successes you had, the part of the success that you take with you is what you learned and who you became. And that could be a good or bad thing. Meaning, if you did things where you walked over people and you hurt people to have your success, and you did things that were heartless, and there's a lot of that in the world. When those people cross over, there's going to be Judgment Day, and nobody's there to judge you. You judge yourself, all right? Because your soul is the one that comes forward at that point, and gives you the analysis of how you did in that lifetime. All right. So yes. And as you get older, and one thing that happens when people get old, it's not what you have, it's how you got what you have. That's what they dwell on. Okay. Or they take a lot of pride in if they did the right things to even, though they had the success, other people had success too because of them. All right. They weren't greedy. Okay, then there's the other side, the quality side. The quality side is where your guides reside. Okay? The quality side involves a stimulating conversation, somebody that really is exciting to talk to, hear what they have to say, somebody that traveled the world, somebody that lived a life that experienced a lot of different things that is just, you just sit there and go, ooh, I want to hear more. It engages you. It's amazing. Okay. That would be your guides. That would be some people in this world that have that capacity. All right. And then there's the problem solvers. Problem solvers in this world are usually someone you have to pay for their help. However, the best problem solvers are your guides. They're the best. Because they have your best interest in mind, and they look at everything when they work with you. And you know how you're going to know how to solve a problem with the help of your guides? When you write down in your journal what you need to have solved, the problem you have that you need help with. When you take the deliberate intention of writing down what that is in your journal and outlining it with clarity, here's how your guides are going to answer you. It works every time. You write it down, quiet, no phones ringing, no kids banging on the door, absolutely by yourself, alone time. You write it down in your journal. You write it down. Part three of the journal writing system. Okay. You write down what you need to solve, what the problem is. And then when you finally have released it and have it on the page, now the evidence is right in front of you to refer back to. As soon as you purge that information, that problem that you need help with onto the page, the very next thing that's going to roll out of you is how it feels. You need to write that. That's the next question in this journal. That's the next question right here. You write that down. That's the second thing you do. Write down how that feels, what you just wrote down. This is guidance working through you, nudging you along to help you find the conclusion. Hold on. You write down the details reside in it. Consciousness resides in the details, and it's important that you write down every detail about how that feels. Once you have done a really good job of identifying how it feels, the instant you're done, you're going to have a realization. Again, you're not alone. You're getting guidance as you move through this. It won't feel like it's coming from someone outside you, but you're being assisted as you move through it. It's like your hand is being held as you're moving through it. From the smartest people you'll ever meet right here. Okay. And then once you realize you have that added bonus, that freebie, the freebie is what you realize. It's the aha moment. It just pops into your head. Once you have that, the fourth question is, what action are you going to take? That's where they walk with you throughout your life so that you have the ability to take the action. You know they've got your back. When you stay present, when you stay in the present moment, they're with you all the way. They're right there. It's like they're on the ride with you. So no matter what you do and you take the action, keep your awareness alive and keep writing what comes next in your journal and what comes after that and what comes after that. Start somewhere. This is not a goal. This is a process. So as you continue to do this, you're going to be amazed at how easy it is to solve problems. You're going to be amazed at the intelligent conversations you have as you figure things out when you're writing in your journal. This is the communication bridge to your guides right here. Okay? So if you want to hang out with smart people, do this for 15 minutes a day. You'll do this longer than that because you're going to see the value in it. Do this for 15 minutes a day. Have that conversation, that intelligent conversation with the smartest people you know. Them. Okay? So that's how it works. In this world, you'll bump into it once in a while. You won't bump into it all the time, but you do bump into it now and then. Those people are usually busy and they're going to be off and going somewhere else. You'll have a moment with them. You might have an evening with them. You might be able to pay them for their services, but it'll be fleeting. But this conversation that you have with your guides is not fleeting. They're with you every single step of the way, all day long, every day of your life. They signed up for it. This is their job. So put them to work. Start utilizing these smart people that are on your side. Okay? All right. Okay, so if my work has helped you in any way, please share what I do with your like-minded friends. And be sure to get Linda's Weekly Guided Insights. Go to my website, lindadeer.com. You'll see it at the top. Sign up for Linda's Weekly Guided Insights so you get these every Tuesday. I haven't even talked about the insight, so you don't even know what's in it. You want to know and this is channeled information from my guides, all right? So you want to make sure you get these, all right? Okay, so we're going to close the session with the closing message from the guides. We do this every end of these sessions. And here they go about hanging out with smart people.
Take an inventory of the friends you hang out with. Next, write down why you spend time with them. What is it about them that's so attractive or not? You may have someone in your circle that's very successful, another who looks stunning, another one who has a great sense of humor, one who has an interesting job. But few have friends who are intelligent, that can carry on a stimulating conversation. Take a look if you are attracted to material things or quantity-driven things. Next, see if you even have friends you are attracted to who are problem solvers, can carry on a stimulating conversation. It's these people who are quality people. The quantity people's situation can change, whereas the quality people do not change. They get more interesting as they get older. It's easy to trade off the quantity features of someone for someone who has more of that feature all the time in divorces. Also, it's not always equal to envy someone who has a lot of wealth. Look at how they got it. Did they inherit it, or were they the type of person who was intelligent, had a good idea, and started from scratch, building an empire? People who have inherited a lot of money always worry a lot about keeping it. It's because they didn't attain it through building something. The person who started with an idea, the intelligent person, can lose all their money knowing that they can do it again. So look at those who you admire, determine why. If you are looking for friends who have quantity features, try to mix in some that have quality features. If we could toot our own horn, we always come from a quality standpoint. Once you learn how to ask for our help and communicate with us daily, you will find that your quantity-oriented friends can only offer you their opinion, while we offer you solutions.
And there you have it. Remember, you have help. You are never alone and always being guided.